Hey everybody, so I'm back for a day hike here on the other side of where I was last week off Yellow Gap Road. You can see that the gate is closed behind me, so that means I'm going to walk the road a little bit because I'm going to do those two loops I told you about, or at least probably do one of them if not both, because the weather is kind of gross today. It's drizzling, supposed to rain pretty much off and on today, so we'll see how motivated I feel enough to do both in crappy weather, but I'm going to get out here and at least do one of the loops, if not both. So I'm going to have to walk the road a bit. I think it's about 1.7 miles to get on the actual trail, the Pilot Cove Slate Rock Trail. So the road is closed from the hurricane damage. I guess they've not had a chance to get it all fixed and cleaned up yet. That's the Wolf Ford Campground right there. Just had a Jeep come out. So I guess people are camping there, or at least using some of the trails back there. I did a long day hike back there last year and didn't post it on my channel because I was gonna spend the night and had a change of heart. Just made a long 19-mile day hike out of it using some trails I've never used before. They're not as popular here in the Ranger District. Wasn't a lot of anything to see. I mean, a nice creek. Saw some campsites out there. But anyway, I do a lot of trips that I don't always post on the channel. For whatever reason, sometimes I don't feel like they're something I want to post on the channel. Just nothing dramatic about them. And on that trip, like I said, it wasn't anything. It was some nice campsites along a creek, but no views or anything, no waterfalls. So I didn't feel inspired enough to post it on the channel. All right, finally got to the trailhead. It was 2 miles from where I parked at Wolf Ford near the gate. So if you want to do this hike, you gotta walk the road for 2 miles because you can't get here by car to the trailhead. You gotta walk the road. It's been, how many years has it been since I've done this? 8 years. Came on my motorcycle, and that was 2017. And they do have rattlesnakes in this area. I always like these narrow rhododendron tunnels. Kind of reminds me of a rainforest, which I guess it is, a temperate rainforest. Climbing an elevation now. It's only not even a 3-mile loop if you just do this one. The Laurel Mountain Trail is 7 miles. So if I add that to this with the road walk of 2 miles in, 2 miles out, that would be over 15 miles. If I just do this, it'll be 8 miles. Oh man, I'm bummed. I don't have a view because it's fogged in. But I remember what it looks like, even though it was 8 years ago when I was last here. That's a pretty good view. Sort of like a smaller looking glass rock, or comparable to John Rock, I guess. Not as big as John Rock either. Somebody had the idea of camping up here. I mean, not gonna lie, I'd be tempted to myself. I think this is where the rattlesnakes are near here. This is what I remember hearing from people that have seen rattlesnakes around here. Actually, it's a bigger rock than I remember. Beautiful. Would make for a good camping area. Makes it harder to get to with the road being closed, unless you don't mind walking the road. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think these are called lady slippers. I'll double check on that. I've been trail running on the way back because it's only a little over a mile to loop back to the road, Yellow Gap Road. So I've just been challenging myself since I opted for the shorter hike today, because I didn't do all the math, but I figured that it would be the better part of 20 miles, like a commentator made on All Trails about doing those 2 loops. And sure enough, I added up all the connections with the road and all that, and it would be the better part of 20 miles. And I got a late start today, so I'm not going to do 20 miles on a day hike today. That way I can always come back, which I might do soon, or I might do later. Saw 2 mountain bikers out here. But yeah, I like having options because I'm running out of options for good hikes close to home that I haven't done yet. And I've done this trail before, but I've never done all of Laurel Mountain, as I said in a previous video. So that gives me the option to come back, have something to look forward to, because it's close to home, without having to drive so far, because I'm having to drive further and further to do something that has significant value as far as being something I've not done before. Now, nothing wrong with doing the same trails over and over again. I still enjoy them, but I like to have something unknown to look forward to. Like what's around the next bend. I already know what's around the next bend on these trails. So, albeit, if it's been a while, it's still kind of a surprise to me. And look at this tilted bridge here. I'm wondering if that little creek, if you want to call it a creek, it's so small, had really swelled up during Hurricane Helene and pushed this bridge up like that. That's pretty dramatic. I mean, I'm pretty impressed the power of water, even a tranquil stream like this, what it could do.